It's the 25th day of MIAMAFV, and today we take a look at what is perhaps the most visually stunning animated movie ever put to film, Garden of Words. Let's go ahead and get the obvious out of the way first. This movie is just simply gorgeous. People aren't exaggerating when they say this film doesn't run at 30 frames per second, it runs at 30 desktop wallpapers per second. Seriously, watch the movie at 1080p and just pick some random point, hit the print screen button, and then copy paste into MS Paint, and boom, brand new desktop wallpaper. The director of Garden of Words, Makoto Shinkai, is a true blue pioneer of 2D animation, and he was one of the very first anime directors to really nail down the use of digital effects and backgrounds. And if that doesn't impress you too much, well, his first film came out in 2004. It was just a 24-minute short film that he made entirely from the ground up by himself in just 7 months. Yeah, this is not just some young guy who's a hot shot who just lucked into his position. He put up some real incredible hours into his work and it paid dividends. By the time 2017 closed out, he had some straight up classics to his name. 5 centimeters per second, Your Name, the highest grossing animated film of all time, and of course his visual tour de force, the 2013 release, Garden of Words. If I could make one criticism of this film, it would be the same one everybody else makes. It's a pretty slow burner. But I'm also going to give you the same defense everybody gives for this. The animation on display more than keeps your attention throughout the entire process. The film focuses on our main guy, a student in high school. I know, real original, but just bear with me. While skipping out on school one rainy day, he has a chance encounter with a teacher who works at the same school that he attends. On the one hand, you have the young man who's skipping out just because he wants to hurry up and grow out of adolescence, so that he can go out and become his own man. He's got a plan that's realistic, becoming a shoemaker. He's got the drive, he's got the know-how, but his youth has him trapped in this phase of his life. Not yet a man, but definitely not just some high school kid. On the other hand, you have our teacher playing hooky because she can't handle being an adult. She's got way too much drama going on at school, she's dealing with a failed relationship, and in one scene that just absolutely breaks my damn heart, you see her calling up her ex not just for advice, but for a shoulder to lean on. And you see that he already has another woman in his life. He's moved on, but she can't. And man, that's a tough scene to watch. And so there is the main dynamic of the show. One person running towards adulthood and the other running away from it. The two continue to meet up regularly and their platonic relationship eventually grows into something more. Oh yeah, we're doing it, buddy. Forbidden love. It starts off innocent enough, a little playful banter here and there, but when our student asks to trace his teacher's foot so he can handmake her some moccasins, we get this scene and Makoto Shinkai's foot fetish fully comes into the light. And hell, I mean, it's animated so well, you know, it's just... What I'm trying to say is, I'm not one of those foot fetish weirdos, but you gay if you say you wouldn't fuck them feet. Despite both of our main characters knowing that this relationship can never go any further than just mutual admiration towards one another, both sides play foul. The guy knows there is no good way for this to end, but he lets himself get tugged along by an older woman who is all too happy to oblige, and play around with the feelings of a younger, inexperienced man who knows no better. The final confrontation between the two feels quite a bit rushed, but at the end they both admit what had to be said. They both needed this experience in order to move forward. This tale of unrequited love was just exactly what the two of them needed in order to get to the next leg of their journeys into adulthood. The ending is a bit anticlimactic, but the art, directing, and pretty much everything else is so damn good that it leaves you feeling more than satisfied and wanting to watch it all over again. Have I mentioned the fact that this movie is just 45 minutes long? It's not a huge investment considering this movie is the most visually stimulating anime movie of all time despite coming out 5 years ago. Just go watch it. Do it now. It's more than worth your time. Anyway, I'm Slapshoes. This has been the 25th day of MIAMAFV, and I'll see you next time. Take it easy.